Hey everyone, welcome back to FTB Infinity Evolved. And well, I got a little bit of a problem. This guy seems to think it's funny to litter my base with his dirt. No base littering with dirt. No, sir. Okay, fine, you can leave too. That's fine. Ah, no! Die already! I figured he was gone forever on that time. But yeah, this dude, he's seriously like dirtying up my base with dirt and everything. I don't appreciate it. Not one bit. So guys, since last episode, I have been fairly busy. A lot of time has indeed passed since last episode. Pretty much the only thing I've been doing is a lot of mining, a lot of preparing, and getting ready to make some fun stuff, because I am getting to the point where I think it's time for us to start moving away from manual labor, all of the manual mining from our megaton hammer. I think it's time to maybe possibly look at a machine to do it for us. And I'll get to that in just a minute. If you guys notice, I got some erothium dust here, some bioerothium, some signalum, we got a little bit of the flux electrum, that is. And finally, this is what took literally forever, was the pure Certus quartz crystal. This is what we were talking about last episode. And there's also the crystal growth accelerators, but I don't know if I can quite get those to work without the power acceptor from AE2, and that thing's like nuts to make, so I'm not going to worry about that. You might have been able to get them to work. I don't know. I didn't really worry about trying it too much. I just went ahead and waited forever for these to finish. So it's pretty much just sand and Certus quartz dust, and it gives you 2, so we have 2 of these guys now, which is probably pretty good. And we're going to be using this to make ourselves our very first inscriber. This is something we're going to need to make on our way towards some form of automated mining. There's quite a few different ways that we could go about mining in this pack, but right now I want to go with something that I've not really done myself. I don't think I've ever used this method before, so we'll get to it in just a minute. But like I said, you guys, let's see, I'm kind of working towards some stuff. I want to make some of this hardened aluminum glass. We needed some erothium, flux electrum, which I've made with just electrum, which is pulverized electrum, with destabilized redstone. And then the erothium isn't too bad either. Niter, which you can get from pulverizing sandstone, which I did, sand, redstone, and blitz powder, which you can also get from taking sand and placing it in your fluid transposer with a little bit of destabilized redstone. Super easy stuff, and I made up a whole bunch of it because I want some better energy ducts. I'm kind of trying to move away from the whole electrum wire engineering immersive thingy, and maybe seeing about doing something a little bit more stable. I don't know, something I can actually well, you know what, these are fine. There's nothing wrong with them, and they do convert over to this, but I don't know. I kind of like the flux ducts a little bit more, and eventually we're going to need those to actually upgrade to Ender IO pipes and such. So, alright guys, let's get started. I need, for one, I'm going to make some hardened aluminum glass. We need pulverized obsidian with some aluminum. Requires tin, silver, and energized glowstone. I'm going to grab a bucket, and wasn't there something else in here I needed? I was thinking in my mind while talking, and sometimes doing 2 things at once don't quite always... Oh, that's what it was, pulverized obsidian. I already had some ready to go. Alright, here we go. So we should have 42 flux electrum blend in here, ready to go for us, and we got some of the destabilized redstone left, so that means I'm just going to break this little guy, and come get over here. So you could go back there, and we'll go ahead and place this in here. That'll get us filled up with our energized glowstone. Granted, there are easier ways to get aluminum made besides this method, but this is just the way I'm going to go with it. And let's see, silver. I need some tin. Let's take a look to see. Do I have any pulverized tin? I don't think I do. Tin. Oh, we do. Look at that. Let's request 30 of those little fellows right there. Nice. And we should be able to make this stuff. Alright, some aluminum. There we are, some aluminum blend. Place this inside of our smelter with some pulverized obsidian. Get our bucket back. Nice. And a little bit more for the road. There we go. There's some aluminum glass coming in. And after this, all we need is just, well, one of them. And that'll help us make some flux ducts. Pretty cool stuff. Let's see what we can do. Oh yeah, we need some signalum nuggets. Apparently, signalum nuggets is a thing, so I'm just going to go ahead and make up all of those. And bam, 36 of them. All we got to do at this point is just fill them up with some destabilized redstone. And let's do this. Go that way. Oh yeah, I need to flip this. There we go. Fill up with some, that looks so cool. And it does provide light as well. So these are, you can almost look at them as like a form of a lamp almost, because they do start to provide you with some glow there. All right, we'll pick up this. Oh, nope. I thought I still had my wrench on me. No wrench. All right, there we go. So we have these guys. I'm going to go ahead and just let them run, you know, basically do their stuff. I'm going to grab a couple, just one stack of redstone so we get our destabilized redstone up and running. We'll go ahead and toss this in here. Let it do its stuff. There's still some in here. Poo. You know what? I really just output on the bottom for me and fill this guy up for me. Really need to clean this up or something, like seriously. And all right, so that's outputted to the right, so it will not output underneath. It should output over here, and we'll just flip that over and just let this run. So this is going to make us some redstone energy flux ducts. These transfer 8,000 RF per tick. Should be ample amount of power for us very soon. So let's go ahead and start working on our form of automated mining, shall we? All right, let's go ahead and put some junk away first. We don't need you, and certainly none of you. Oh man, I got some work to do to clean this thing up. All right, so what do I want to work towards? I want to try myself the advanced miner from Industrial Craft 2, something I have yet to ever use. I think I used the regular miner once, but I think the advanced miner is a little bit newer than when I actually used the miner, so could be definitely something to take a look into. So I've already crafted a few things. We already got the teleporter, which it requires advanced machine casing, something I've already made, advanced circuits, glass fiber cables, diamond, and pretty much just the frequency transmitter, something I haven't made yet. Electronic circuit, insulated copper cable, super easy. Already made an MFE. We already got the advanced alloys made. All I need are the 2 mining wells, and that just required some mining drills. So I went ahead and made some iron plates. Power units just require iron item casings, electric motors, electric circuits, RE batteries. These are all the things that we've practically already made as well. So I went ahead and hooked those guys up already. We got 2 mining drills plus 1, which I might go ahead and make something a little bit more fun here in shortly, hopefully if we have enough time. Another thing that I did a couple episodes back, between episodes, that took literally just a really long time was going out finding this little guy, the inscriber silicon press. This was quite obnoxious to find, by the way. Those are the randomly spawned AE2 meteors that just kind of just find themselves out in the world, and sometimes you get lucky finding them and sometimes you don't, and it's even worse when you play on a server where people already go out looking for them and basically take them. So yeah, managed to finally find one, and we got 3 of the presses that we needed. I think there's like still one more that I don't have. So all right, let's go ahead and place these guys down. Teleporter goes here, advanced machine casing in the center, MFE here, and our 4 advanced alloys there. So we pretty much all ready to go. All we need to make first is our inscriber. All right, inscriber, this is what took me so long. We needed the pure surge quartz crystal, 2 sticky pistons, iron ingots, overclocker upgrades, and a resonant machine frame, which took literally an hour this morning, so we got that all made up, ready to go. Let's go ahead and place him in there. We need overclocker there, pure surge quartz there. We're gonna need some iron. I believe, what is that, 4 ingots worth? Come on. What else did we need? All that sticky pistons. We should have plenty of slime. Apparently, I have a slime chunk underneath me, or two, because they are spawning like madmen. Alright, and I thought I had pistons over there, but apparently not. Pistons. Two of you, my friends, join us in our party. There we go. And last but not least, get these guys made up together. And we should be able to make our very first inscriber. There we go. So this little fella does require some power. And the power he requires would be, I want to say AE2. I think he might actually be able to use, can he actually use this kind of power? Whoa, he can. Nice. Sweet. I wonder if we could just like, come over this way with him then. We'll just make some more gold cables. So that's really awesome. I thought I remembered seeing the AE2 before that you could use like EU and stuff, so that's pretty nice. I like that. Insulated gold cable to connect us up. And let's see. You have a fan in Pulpy Stream. Oh, that's awesome. Hello. Hello, fan. Awesome. By the way, guys, Pulpy is Pulp John Fiction. He's a streamer on Twitch. So if you guys are interested in seeing some more of FTB1 server playing on the FTB Infinity Evolved, you guys can go check him out. He's an amazing streamer. He's really fun, and he's really cool to be around and just listen to. I actually just kind of chill out and listen to him when I can. So something to really, really just check out if you guys want. So anyways, continuing on, we got our inscriber. I'm going to place you there, there, and whoa, look at that. We're all good. All right, so next off, we need to, oop, that one does not go there. Or does it? Does it go there? Maybe. Does that actually getting power? It says it actually has power, so I'm a little iffy about this. All right, anyways, let's get some sand. If it doesn't work, it's fine. We can work something out. So we're gonna get some sand. We're gonna get some gold because we are gonna need the gold. And I believe last we will also need some redstone. So let's go ahead and get some of that. Nice, looking good. And I think if we jump into our pulverizer here, I'm gonna go ahead and turn off exporting. And we're gonna toss some sand in here. And this is going to give us some silicon. Nice. Nice, come on, hurry up. Taking your time, that's fine. All right, and I believe the other one we're gonna need, the other press we need is the logic press. There we go. So let's go ahead and toss these guys inside of our inscriber here. There we go, yep, we got power, nice. This is going to give us printed silicon. If we combine a little bit of gold here, this is going to give us our logic circuit, I wanna say. Logic circuit? Yeah, printed logic circuit. See, I know stuff sometimes. And then we'll just toss these guys in here with a little bit of redstone. And we should be able to get our very first logic processor. Awesome. All right, we need like 2 of these, I think. Yeah, because we need 2 computers for the 2 mining wells that we don't have. All right, so 1 more set. And I will get to probably a point in time where I'm going to have this process more automated than what it currently is. We should be able to do that, no problem. So we need you, and that'll make us our final logic processor. Sweet. All right, going back to our miner here, advanced miner, and we need for our computer just some iron and an iron chipset along with our 2 logic processes. Super, super easy stuff. All right. And let's see, 14 iron ingots. Bam. Come on in and enjoy the party. Oh, wow. I'm really enjoying parties today or something, I guess. There we go. We have our 2 computers, and we need gold gears, dense iron plates, and 2 diamond chipsets. And a partridge in a pear tree. It's getting that time of year again. For all the Christmas songs, gotta love them. All right, we got these 2 guys. We need iron plates. Iron. Dense iron plate. Hello, dense iron plate. No dense iron plates. All right, gears. Let's get our gold gears. I think we'll need, what, 4 of those guys? Cool. And I want to say we do have some iron plates. And I want to say, how many are we going to need? Let's speed up this process a little bit. Do I have enough? No, I need 1 more. Okay, gotcha. Wait, 1 or 2 more? 2 more. It's 9. Okay, gotcha. And go. Sweet. All right, pull out the overclockers. I gotta get some more overclockers made. I need to like just put them in all the machines so I don't have to worry about it. All right, dense. Oops, not a D. Dense. Dense, my friend, dense. There we go. 2 dense iron plates. And we should be able to now finally make, oh wait, we need 4. Whoops. Wait, well at least I can make 1, right? We can make 1 mining well. We'll go ahead and get these other ones started. So there we go, we got our mining well, and I need more plates. I need more iron plates. Right, running back and forth, back and forth. All right, so we got 3 iron plates in here. Let's just go ahead and grab 30 iron. See, I'm sorry guys, I can't help it, but for some reason, I just don't have enough resources. Like, to me, this isn't enough resources. 417 iron, that's just not a lot, especially 149 gold. I want more than that. This is the whole thing here. Copper is kind of alright, but I want more. Same with tin, because we're going to be using a lot of that stuff. So this is things we definitely need to make sure we get going. There we go. At least put 9 in here to get it going. Alright, speed up that process. Alright, go to plates. Come on, plate. We need 9 of you. I'll try to make sure I have these guys ready next time. Totally forgot. Alright, dense iron plates. We need 2. The other one should be here. It's not. What happened? Give it to me. Thank you. And lastly, we have our final miner. So we got 2 mining wells. Put our other drill. Nice. And we have achieved greatness. The advanced miner. Yes. All right, so we're going to plop this guy down here in just a minute. Another thing I'm going to grab that I've already pre-made is a energy crystal. And he's already full of EU, 1 million EU. That's with the pinky too, by the way. So we got that all filled up. This guy's pretty much just doing his stuff. So how does this guy work? Well, you know what? I don't really know. So we're going to figure it out. What I'm going to do real fast is we're going to grab 2 barrels. We're going to grab those guys. We're going to grab, what else do I need? Do I need pistons? I can't remember. I think I want to say we do. And then I'm also going to grab some ender pearls. Let's grab those guys. I think we needed the cinder pearls, I want to say. And then last episode, we set ourselves up with a literal butt ton of obsidian. So we're good on that. Oh, I knew I forgot to do something, guys. I was supposed to show you the concoction that I came up with last episode. Teddy also informed me as to why the block placers weren't working, more than likely. And it was because of FTB utilities, I want to say, with the chunk claiming thing. Apparently, I guess it acts as like a player, and it doesn't allow you to place blocks. So that kind of makes sense, but it's kind of weird because it's like, well, wouldn't the whole thing with it destroying blocks be kind of weird? Oh, server, don't you do that to me. Guys, we have 10 minutes. Anyway, I did find a workaround. The workaround would be an autonomous activator. The autonomous activator from thermal expansion seems to work just fine. Hello, little friend. He didn't really seem very excited to see me, though. So let's come down here. I want to show you guys the setup that I made real quick. It should be working just fine. Currently, we have more than enough lava up there, so it's not running. But pretty much just sending right here into the autonomous activator. And it's on top of the capacitor, so it's constantly being fed power. And it is being, currently used, so it is using a little bit of power, but no big deal. and all it does is it breaks it, and then, well, this one breaks it, and then that one just places it, so everything works out just fine. Just figured I needed to show you guys that, because I did mention that last episode that I would if I did find a fix for it, and it works amazingly. I love it. Plenty of obsidian, plenty of lava. In fact, we probably ought to just have it send over into an actual like tank so we can store lava instead of just using it for obsidian. So that'd probably be a little bit better idea at some point. Why is this thing cutting on anyway? This thing sounds like it's stuck on. Why is that? Why is that a thing? Oh, it's a sound bug. It's not actually on because the radiator would be, the fan would be moving back there. So it's technically not on. It is, but it isn't, kind of thing. All right, anyway. So we have a little bit of work left to do. We need some Eyes of Ender. Boom. Pretty much what we made last episode, if you guys didn't actually see that. We're making ourselves some B-Space upgrades. And with this, we are going to need some more MK structures upgrades. Do I have my fork, my tuning fork? Yep, we need this guy as well. 3 iron and an ender pearl. Let's see, I want to say, okay, we got a few fences in here. We need some more fences, though, and we're going to need some iron. So let's grab 8 of those guys. Let's go ahead and grab some sticks. We're going to need more than that. I'm going to say, give me that many. That's a lot of sticks, but should be enough. So what we're doing is we are going to do what we did last episode, and that would be to make ourselves 2 B-Space barrel upgrades. This is going to give us the opportunity to transfer the items that the miner sends over. I'm trying to remember. Hope that's right. And store them in our inventory. So it's kind of a way that we don't have to worry about piping items and all of that stuff. And we are allowed to use the... Okay, seriously? Oh, wait, what am I doing? Duh, it's not sticks, Bentley, it's fences. This is why you made those things. Alright. Jeez. It's like walking and talking. I can't even do it. Can't even ride my bike without no handlebars. Alright, so we got these 2 guys ready to go. We got our barrels. Let's go set up our advanced miners. So, I want to find me a nice place to put this guy. And we also need to go ahead and place these 2 right down. Upgrade them. All the way to MK2s. B-Space barrel upgrades. And, lastly, we need our dolly. And I'm going to place this in our backpack so we can move around faster. Makes life so much better. And that's what I enjoy the most, making life easy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head off this way a very, very little bit. Because I've been trying my best not to mine out this way too far. Just because I have had plans to mine out this way at some point. So, you know what better way to do it than to just mine right on top of this little mountain right here. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to place down our advanced miner. Bloop. And let's go ahead and right click on this guy, see what the deal is. Looks like he does require a few things. Switch to Silk Touch. Ooh, I like. All right, so we place our energy crystal in here. We can see the power being drained currently. And wow, is it draining. Holy cow, man. This thing can store a lot of power. Holy jeez, man. Yeah. Switch mode whitelist and or blacklist. So we can blacklist certain items. There are certain items I do want to blacklist, and one of those being obviously cobblestone. We don't want all of this cobblestone, so we'll put that in there. Looks like this thing's pretty much ate our entire energy crystal. That's just amazing. It does look like we also need another item. I believe this is a scanner. This is going to pretty much scan the area for us and tell it where we can pretty much mine. So, restart miner. Oh, this is pretty cool. I like it. Now, I'm not sure if we actually just need the inventory adjacent to it or not for it to start working. Okay, let's head back real fast, and I'm going to do a little bit of crafting before we finish off, and I'm probably going to have to wait for the server to restart too, so that's a thing. So let's see, let's go ahead and take a look at what we need to make. We need to make an OD scanner or an OV scanner. I believe the OV scanner is actually a lot better, but it does require an OD scanner. So it's pretty easy to make. It's really not that difficult. We have everything to make this. The OD scanner just requires a advanced RE battery, other stuff that we currently already have, and this is just bronze item casings with sulfur and lead. So I'm just going to go ahead and run through crafting that real quick, guys, and I'll be back in just a minute, probably after the server restarts and all of that good stuff. Be back in just a second. Alright guys, and we're back, and I have made myself a wrench. Well, we're not making just any wrench, we're going to be making ourselves an electric wrench. The reason for this is because I want to make sure that I will be able to pick up my advanced miner without something bad happening to it, so yeah, I don't want to have to remake that. So we're going to go ahead and do this. We're going to make ourselves an electric wrench, and we're going to place this inside of our MFE to go and give it a little bit of a power up here. There we go. And we'll go ahead and set this little fella into lossless mode. I want to say it is... oh, there we go. So the mode activate key for IC2 plus right click, and that'll put us in lossless wrench mode. Now, this is also going to use up to 10,000 EU to actually work, but with my suit, I think it'll actually power it, so I don't have to worry too much about it. We might do a little test with it here in just a minute. I've also added some andesite, diorite, marble, limestone, gravel, dirt, and granite. These are the other things I really don't want to be mining. And last but not least, we have our OV scanner. Like I said, wasn't too hard to make. And there we go. We do need to give this guy some power though, so let's go ahead and toss him into the MFE as well. Let him start powering up. In the meantime, I totally forgot to sync these two guys together. There we go. Now they're resonating with love. There we go. Let's pick this guy up. Bam. Ready to go. Ready for action. Alright, I have no clue. This thing does not seem to be powering up very quickly at all. I don't know if I really need this thing all the way, like, stored with power, do I? I don't know. I went ahead, like I said, I filled up my energy crystal again. Let's go ahead and pull it out real quick. Let's right click. What the heck? Dude, that's so cool. It has like a sound and stuff. I like it. All right, scan result. Oh, whoa. Oh, there we go. Yeah, just take all the power out of my armor. That's fine. That'll work just fine. So that's pretty awesome. I like that feature. It's like you use it and it's like, hey, here you go. Have some power. Don't mind if I do. All right, let's fly back over here and take a look at what this OV scanner can actually find over here next to our miner. All right, so if we right click, scan result, 39 coal, 16 apatite, and 11 amber. That doesn't sound very nice at all. I want more than that. What are you talking about? 6 amber. How far does this thing go down? All right, anyways, let's go ahead and blacklist all of those items. Let's place this inside of here, and... uh-oh, stuff's happening. Stuff is happening. It's doing stuff. Look at that. It's actually like draining. Does the OV scanner actually use the power? Because that's what it looks like it's using. Now, as far as the items and where they're being placed, I have no clue. Let's... Oh. It spit out a snowball at me. It spit a snowball at me. Okay, I assume that's a pretty decent sign. This thing doesn't seem to be using a whole heap of power. So that's definitely a good sign. Oh, and it pulls out a snowball. Let's go ahead and make that blacklisted as well, because we don't need no stupid snowballs. All right, let's head back to base real quick while that kind of runs and does its thing. I am going to hook up our barrel to our system, so that way our items that come in are automatically, hopefully, processed. All right, head back upstairs. We should take this little fella, and I am going to be setting up this process probably a lot more efficiently later on, but for now, you know, this will suffice. We'll put this guy here on top of our trash can. Let's grab an item duct. one of those guys. And servo reinforced should be just fine. Let's go ahead and put you there. Oh, look, it's got the hemp seeds for us. That's exactly what I wanted. And if we disable that, it'll automatically pull that out and place it into our chest here. Now, like I said, I do have a little bit of cleaning up to do. This is gonna need some more organization. I really don't know how fast this advanced miner is gonna be working for us, but like I don't really see it like picking up any ores for us at all. Let's just kind of zoom back over and take a look at it. Maybe I got some stuff messed up, but apparently also, Silk Touch false. Switch mode blacklist. I want all these things blacklisted, but I feel like it's just not picking up the items that I'm wanting. Also seems rather slow. Also, yeah, can we overclocker upgrades. Right. Right? Overclocker means faster, right? I don't know if it quite means it would work though. It's worth a shot. We'll see if it does anything. I mean, we have overclockers to spare. We can actually craft them relatively easily now. So it's kind of worth a go, right? I don't know what other upgrades it possibly can use. I just saw overclocker and then I went like, oh, yes. So let's see if this works. We need a system to actually get over here a lot faster. But this, I guess, suffices for now. All right, let's take a look in here. You, my friend, overclock me. That doesn't seem to be going much faster at all. I don't think it actually. I think it says compatible, but I don't quite think it actually makes it faster. I think I remember seeing it and saying it doesn't actually make it faster. Yeah. Well, aren't you just a disappointment? I could have this thing set up wrong too, guys. I'm going to go ahead and play around with this real quick and see if maybe I can try some stuff. I'm going to go ahead and pick him up too with the lossless wrench. I want to see how well I can use this little fella. Let's go ahead and put our barrel away for the time being. All right. Right click. Cool. Nice. And it refilled. Nice. That's even better. All right, guys. I'm going to play around with this guy real quick. We'll be back in just a minute. Alright guys, and we're back down underground just a little bit, down by our cows that is, and the advanced miner is, well, doing his thing. I went ahead and filled him up again with our energy crystal, and it doesn't really seem to be draining too much power very quickly, and it seems to be working very well with our better barrel there. Let's actually, come on, pick up some more of that abyssal stone. I didn't actually think he was going to get any of that. Give me that. Give me the abyssal stone. You don't need that. That's just gonna waste more power. I know you're wanting to. There we go. Just do that. Fine. Don't need any more abyssal stone. I'll get it if I need it. So it's doing its job. It's doing a great job, in fact. And it's sitting right into our better barrel, which is, well, pretty much sending right back into our system. So got a little bit more organization. But before we end off today, guys, there's actually something I want to make. And it's possibly one of my favorite tools. And, well, it does involve making another machine real quick. So what I'm going to do is we're going to grab some iron. Bloop. Some of that. I believe we're going to need some iron casings as well. Maybe not that many. We'll do that. And maybe some iron plate. I can't quite remember everything, but I'm just going to grab a handful of all of this stuff. There we go. That should work. And we need ourselves the turning table. This is going to require a basic machine casing, 2 iron shafts, okay. So we're gonna need 2 full blocks of iron inside of our middle former. Is that extruding mode? There we go. And place those overclockers back in there to let them do their stuff. I'll take one of them. And eventually we should see, there we go. We'll take this guy and make ourselves our tuning table. All right, I don't know. Power 10,000 KU. Ooh, kinetic units. That means we may have to save this little fella for next time because tuning units, or not tuning units, KU is kinetic units, which means we're gonna have to jump into some kinetic power. unfortunately. So I will just go ahead and get the little machine made up real fast. This is nothing for us to do. I need the iron chip set. Bam! Got 2. That's fine. No biggie. But I will go ahead and start working on that probably next episode, and it'll just kind of be like a starter out thing for us, and just kind of get us going. But there we go. We got ourselves a tuning table. Like I said, we'll go ahead and pop this guy down for now. We'll open him up, and, well, we can't really do much just yet. We will need the iron tuning blanks here, or turning blanks. And all we're going to need is probably one of those. So I got that backwards, didn't I? Wait, what? Oh, it's a plate. Whoops. That guy. With these guys. I was wondering why I grabbed all that. And then we just place this in here, and when we're ready, we can start tuning this. So, anyways, guys, we'll turning this. We'll do that next episode. I want to say thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys have any helpful tips, tricks, or comments, feel free to put them in the comment section down below. If you guys would rate the video, I'd greatly appreciate it. Until next time, we'll see you guys then. Goodbye.